Hello everybody and welcome to Toyah at Home. It's a glorious sunny day today. There's aeroplanes going over. We've got our construction team building our offices next door where there is going to be my new YouTube studio. Also, we have balloons going overhead. The weather has been so good this week that everyone is out in hot air balloons, which is really gorgeous to see so late in this summer. Today, we're going to be talking about Take Me Home. It's a song that when Simon and I were writing it, we were in love with it from the moment the first chord was struck right through to finishing it. And as usual with Simon and I, it took many kind of recipes and variations and different attitude changes within the song until we felt like we always do. We went back to the original intention of the song, and that was direct storytelling with direct chords and absolutely no fillers whatsoever. Just deliver the song, just deliver the message. Now, I think this is one of the songs off Posh Pop that not only represents everything we've been through in the last 18 months, but it also represents how we have always felt as human beings in our homes. And because of that, I think this song will stand alone in decades to come, away from the experience of the pandemic. And basically, it's our need to know we have a home, we can get home, and our home is safe. So let's play you the video now, and then I can talk to you about the process behind it. This is Take Me Home.
Walked along an empty road, haunted by lost
So that was the video for Take Me Home, shot next door where all the drilling noise is coming from, which is our offices. But during lockdown, I managed to build a green screen studio where Carlo Marshall could be on camera and I could create the videos. And then Darren Short, my media manager, and we put all the images onto the green screen to build the story. So Take Me Home is very much related to Danced off Sheep Farming in Barnet. And I wanted a song that responded to the fans' questions about Danced, that the meeting of different races across time and across space. And the thing with Take Me Home, it was written in an exceptional time where some people just couldn't get home because of the epidemic. And then we started to have disturbances where people needed to be airlifted out of certain countries. And it just became so evident that as a race of biological creatures, what we need is home, comfort, water, food, somewhere to sleep. Our needs are pretty basic, but also we are surrounded by such complex political situations that these things are taken away from us so easily. So I wanted a song that unified us all, because I've never felt that we've been more unified than during the epidemic, which seemed to wipe off the table all the complications of fossil fuels, all the complications of despot leaders and dishonest leaders and money going missing, charity money being used to build big homes for despots in another country. I wanted just one song that said that we are living on a biological planet, a planet that is an ecosystem within itself, and we could all at some point mess this up. And that is what the video is about. Now I want to tell you a story to just put something into perspective. For me, I am absolutely obsessed with pebbles. Now I'm obsessed with pebbles. This is one from next door, saved from going into a block of concrete for new foundations for the building next door. The thing about this is this goes beyond you and me. This is older than you and me. This has been around probably since the Big Bang and when gravity formed and pulled our planet together, and it was part of a molten explosion. This is bigger than you and me, and yet we see it as something worthless. It's not. It's going to outlive you and me, and very potentially in billions of years' time, it will form into something else. This is a very common fossil found around here. We live on the River Avon. I have hundreds of them, yet they have no value in other people's eyes. I collect them all. For me, they have incredible value because they say what this land was before I was born and before we were the human beings and the human race we are now. It has memory, it has history, it has value, and to some extent it has potential. Like this has potential. So the other week I was doing an interview for the Financial Times, and the reporter said that he was feeling very down. His life had been very hard in the past few weeks and he'd lost faith in the future. And he said, why do I collect crystals? So I collect very, very beautiful crystals, museum pieces. And I said, well, I also collect pebbles as well. And one of my most loved pebbles, I did something very naughty when I was 23 and I took this off the beach at Yarmouth, and I'm just so in love with this. This has been with me everywhere since, from the age of 23. No one is allowed to touch it. If the gardener moves it, I hit the roof. This is so precious to me because this is about my journey and it's about my potential. It's something that has been here beyond us. So the journalist said, why do I collect pebbles? And I said, because like meteorites, they're all potential. Everything about us, everything about this planet, from this chair to that plant pot to this red cabbage which was harvested from our garden this morning, it is all based on carbon and it is all potential. Even this meteorite is not a useless stone that became a pebble. It's carrying the potential to create another planet, to create another race, to create biological life. This is why this planet is so important. And this is why the song Take Me Home focuses on what we are doing to this planet. So what came out of this story of talking to this journalist from the Financial Times was he'd kind of lost faith in what the future and what his life was about. And I said, well, we're all potential. We're all possibility. We are all the future waiting to happen. And one of the reasons I connect so strongly to crystals is there's something that has been around forever, since this planet started. The compression of the rocks, the explosions of volcanoes, molten rock, they've been around longer than us, and they do carry memory. And he thought about this and he said, you know, you've just made me realize that you don't live your life according to others. You live your life according to the potential you can lead into the future with. And he totally got it. So this is my obsession with Pebbles. It's all about potential, and that we are here to create our future. But we do it through love, we do it through connection, we do it through how we act, we do it through responsibility. And thus, this is the story being told within Take Me Home. Stay connected through it all. We'll find a way. Take me home to our rock amongst the stars. So I believe there is an element of history repeating itself. And I'm not talking about our lifetime history. I'm talking going back hundreds of millions of years. I mean, are we ever going to learn? Are we ever going to learn to be an eco-warrior race that protects this planet, that looks at the basics of what we need? And the song Take Me Home is saying this, is saying that the majority of us want just a settled life. We want a life where our children, and I mean all our children, whether they're from Uganda, Sarajevo, from Afghanistan, the UK, the USA, are all having an equal footing, whether they're boys, they're girls, they are them. They have an equal footing with education, with a hope for the future, with potential for the future. It's kind of, why are we in some kind of pecking order? Why are we in some kind of class system? Why are we in some kind of system where the rich have the most say? We should all be utterly equal. So what we did with Take Me Home, with the lyric writing, is I wanted to start the first verse with something that says that we've been through this before, that there is a greater history, one that we don't know about, but history is repeating itself. So I walked along an empty road, haunted by lost souls. The whispering wind sings words of old. So as we know in myth and legend, the wind has heard it all and knows it all. And basically every one of us born is carrying that history, and we can access that history. We are biological libraries. Our DNA contains everything our ancestors has experienced. So Take Me Home to our rock amongst the stars is literally saying this rock is our home. So we are not alone on our rock amongst the stars. And when it came to the second verse, I wanted to talk about the power of love, how love transcends hatred, how love helps us forgive, how love helps us see a way into the future to refine our potential, especially after crisis moments. So we started this with me singing, I feel alive next to you. My heart dies leaving you. We'll stay connected through it all. We'll find a way. And when Fripp came into the studio, he just did this most magnificent solo answering my lines that made this verse even more poignant. It's just utterly romantic and so beautiful. Then we needed to do the middle 8, and I felt very strongly that this needed to be the kind of rounding off of the story. We couldn't do the middle 8 and just leave it kind of open-ended and unexplained. So we really went for it. We really went for this storyline in the middle 8 that brought Danced and Take Me Home totally together. And that is the idea that if we do not protect our beautiful ecology of this planet, how this planet is made, how it breathes, how it grows, how it works, then we are going to have to all be astronauts and to leave it and to colonize. And I do firmly believe that there was once life on Mars, and we colonized between the two, between Mars and Earth. Nothing can make me shake that belief. So the middle 8, I walked among the ruins of this broken land, not knowing how to fix it when it all turned to dust. I wish that you were with me, but I lost you in the crush. I really need to tell you I love you so much. It's just history repeating itself. And then we come to the chorus, and then we have this beautiful ending to this song, which I think is also the most gorgeous ending to Posh Pop, the best ending there ever could be, of me saying, we will stay connected, we'll stay connected, we'll stay. And then Fripp did this baritone solo, which just pulled the carpet from under both Simon Darlow and myself. We could not believe that anyone could come up with a baritone solo that so beautifully says, we are drifting apart, away from each other, to different lands, to different rocks, to different cultures. So there's slightly the narrative of a threat there, that if we do not learn how to live together, we will have to learn to live apart. It's full of so many meanings and so many potential meanings. And what I love about it is this song will have individual meanings to every individual listener, even though we wrote it with purpose. And I just think it's part of the strength of Posh Pop, that it will have meanings for many years to come, even though it was written during a pandemic, and we really wanted to emphasize the power of love. So there it goes. That's my story. That's my experience of Take Me Home. When we were recording it, Simon tried to add many layers of sound and percussion and drums. And every time I would come back into the studio and I'd say, wipe those now. Go back to your original guitar, your original feel. That is the power and the innocence and the directness of this song. So everyone, thank you to listening Toyah at Home. Next week, we will have another song for you, being explained and being explored. Tonight, Toyah and Robert will have a burning question for you. Now, Fripp is back in the house, and Sunday lunch for you tomorrow. And it's going to be exploring burlesque. Stay safe, stay happy. We love you loads. See you out there for the live shows. And bye for now. And I'm sorry about the drilling, but it does mean people are back at work. The world is moving forward. And every time I press record, the drilling started. Yay! Lots of love from Toyah.